What is happening, Magnusites? This video is sponsored by Ancestry. And as many of you know, I actually purchased my own Ancestry DNA kit and was very pleasantly surprised with my Ancestry DNA results. I decided to use them because they have more geographic details than any other DNA tests out there. So make sure you buy your own Ancestry DNA kit and start exploring your roots. Now, when I got back my results, I found out that I was majority African, but of that majority African, I was mostly Nigerian. So I have decided to cook a traditional African dish, Nigerian dish. Actually, no, it's African and Nigerian because I found out that a lot of Africans actually eat this, including Nigerians. And it's called Jollof rice, J-O-L-L-O-F rice. And as you can see here, I have got all my ingredients. Got rice and onions and tomatoes and peppers and bouillon and tomato paste and bay leaves, thyme, olive oil. I've got everything that I need to cook this dish that the Ancestry DNA kit helped me discover about myself from that country and all that stuff. So let's get it on without further ado and start cooking. All right, now the recipe that I found calls for 4 cups of rice, 1/2 cup of oil, 4 tomatoes, 2 red onions, 2 bell peppers, 1 tablespoon of thyme, 3 bay leaves, not 3 bottles, but 3 bay leaves, bouillon to taste, tomato puree, I'm just going to water down the tomato paste, and 2 Scotch bonnet peppers. Now, personally, I couldn't find them, so I'm going to use habanero. I've heard that habanero is fine. I'm only going to use 1 of the habanero. All right, so what we're going to do first is add some water to this blender. I used around a cup. We are going to throw in 1 of the red onions. All right, we're going to throw in all of the tomatoes chopped up. All 4 tomatoes. Boom, boom, boom. All right. Boom. We're going to add the habanero pepper. And I chopped up the red peppers, so they would go in here easily. Well, actually, you know what? My first time cooking it. Let me blend this down a bit because the recipe I saw, it must have had a bigger blender in there. Let's blend this up a little bit, shall we? Come on. Come on. Come on. There we go, baby. There we go. Stop. Boom, boom, boom. Let's throw some more in there. Let's throw the rest in there. There we go. Start. There we go. We're going to hold this to the side for later in the cooking. Next, we are going to take the second red onion, chop it up into fine bits, and then throw it into the pot that has been warming the 1/2 cup of olive oil. All right. Boom, 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 boom. And we are going to cook it. We're going to cook the onions until translucent. Okay, that's what we are going to do until translucent. So now that they are translucent, I'm going to add the tomato puree. And I'm going to stir this very frequently. And I will cook it for 5 minutes. Now that that is complete, I'm going to take the mixture that I pureed earlier, and we're going to pour that in. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. There we go. We're going to season it with 3 bay leaves, the tablespoon of thyme, and I am going to use, let me see, I'm going to use 1 full teaspoon of the Better Than Bouillon. That's what I'm going to use. Yeah, that's what I want to use. Boom. Yeah, there we go. And this I'm going to mix thoroughly. And I will let it boil on medium heat for 15 minutes. Okay, now we are going to add the rice. I washed it thoroughly to make sure that the starch was out of it so that I did not get sticky rice. Okay, I'm gonna add this in, and I hope I actually have enough room. I'm gonna stir it up. That's 2 cups. All right, cool. 3 cups. Cool, I can add it all in. Just had to be sure. I wasn't sure if my pot was big enough or not, so. All right. Now, I am going to cover this, and I am going to cook on a low heat and stir every 20 minutes. Okay, so this should be done in about an hour. Okay, and I will show you the finished product. So there you have it, Magnusites, the finished dish, jollof rice. And mine came out stickier than it should have because apparently I didn't wash off enough of the starch in the rice. I thought I did, but that don't mean it don't taste good, because I make sticky rice all the time with other dishes. So let's try this. Let's try this. Not bad. It's different. It's spicy. Woo! Goodness gracious, using that habanero made it real spicy. I like this. I'll have to start eating some more African dishes. Can't wait to try some more. Mine's mushy, but it's good. All right, y'all, I'm going to finish this. And one last thing I want to give. Hey, thank you to Ancestry for sponsoring this video, and make sure you go out and buy your own Ancestry DNA kit and explore your roots. 10 million subscribers. Woo!